Hi, in this video we will discuss what is language, definition of language, function of language and problems of language. What is language? Language is a medium of communication. Language is a tool used for instruction or language is a way of expression. It is a way of expressing feeling, emotion, thoughts and ideas through spoken or written symbols. It is a source of information. It can be verbal and non-verbal, for example, spoken, written, gesture, signs, and symbols. Language is the only medium of communication we humans have, but unfortunately, it is not a very good tool due to several reasons. There are many pitfalls rooted in its nature, which can lead us towards confusion and misunderstanding. Here are some pitfalls or problems of a language, in which the first one is ambiguity of words. Words having more than one meaning are ambiguous when they are used out of their proper context. For example, words which are used with more than one meaning are called ambiguous words. Here are some examples are like bank. We use in this word in different meaning, like in different contexts, like many bank, blood bank, book bank, river bank, and all these words they have different meaning. We have another example, this sharp, sharp knife, sharp time, sharp person, or sharp edge. So in all these words have, in all these examples, these have different meaning and different contexts. Almost every word in a dictionary has more than one meaning. So can we say that all words are ambiguous then? So the answer is that according to philosopher of language or semantics, words by themselves are not ambiguous. We make them ambiguous when we use them outside their proper context. Vagueness of words. Words lacking precision are called vague words. Words those boundary lines are not clear. For example, we are not clear about their applicability and non-applicability limits. All polar words are vague in nature. For example, fast and slow. The bus is running very fast. So, what do we mean to say when we use the word fast? Do we mean 60 kilometer per hour, 100 kilometer per hour, 120 kilometer per hour, or 140 kilometer per hour? In the same way, the using of words large and small, long and short, we doesn't have clear precision because we doesn't have clear boundary line or its limits. The third problem of language are emotiveness of words. Emotiveness of words. Words which can be used for the expression of feeling and emotion with an intention to evoke, provoke, produce, or generate the same kind of feeling or emotion in the listener are called emotive words. Such words are often used for emotional triggering or blackmailing. For example, making an appeal to the emotion of a pity, sympathy, anger, love, hatred, etc. These all words are emotive words. Another problem of a language are psychological persuasiveness of words. Psychological persuasiveness of words, words which can be used for influencing or triggering the minds of the listener are called psychological persuasive words. For example, the beaten route is the best route, or all the celebrities smoke, hence smoking is good. Function of language. Important function of language are following. Informative function of language. A very important function of language is to transfer information from one person to another person. For example, France is in Europe and China is in Asia. Information. There are different forms of verification of information. For example, in which the first one is directly verifiable. Those information which can be verified through naked eyes. For example, the color of snow is white, so we can verify it through naked eyes. Indirectly verifiable, those information which is in which intermediate source between the observer and phenomena under observation, like microscope. For example, electron revolve around the nucleus, or malaria is the caused by a parasite called plasmodium. These information cannot verify it directly, means there are special tools, or there are special tools or instruments which are used for verifying these, information. For example, microscope is used to find out electrons, or microscope is also used to find out the microbes. Verifiable in principle, the information which is verified on the basis of some scientific principle. For example, mass of the earth, weight of the earth, fission process on the sun causing a lot of energy, which reach us in the form of a heat and light in light. So these information cannot be verified directly or indirectly, but can be verified on the basis of some scientific principle and some scientific formulas, rules, etc. Another function of a language is expressive function of a language. Expressive function of a language is an important function of a language is to express one's feeling and emotion intending to evoke, provoke, produce, or generate the same in the listener. For example, language is in the poetry, novel, drama, or the language of politician used in speech and debates. It can be public or private. Public. Politician attempt to target the feeling of patriotism, or private. An individual wants attempt to trigger his her own emotion during prayer, etc. Expressive language is not bad, but when used in poetry, novel, or plays, etc. But it turns bad when we use it in reasoning and arguments. Directive function of a language. A directive function of language. Another important function of a language is to give direction, give commands, and making requests. For example, open the door. Please give me your book. Complete the work. Please give me the water. In these sentences, we see the command or request. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.